Now, I'm going to create something different. Instead of a bar, I'm going to create a lozenge, which is like some kind of a horizontal. That's just basically a square or a rectangle that has angles that are not 90 degrees. Okay, so I'm going to do that by reusing what's inside of the bar. I'm going to select these 1, 2, 3, 4, just four colors, so red, yellow, green, and blue. Okay, and next thing you know, with selecting these four colors, I'm going to press Command D, and now that I have them here, I'm going to take them out of the horizontal bar by drag and dropping them outside of it. Here we go. And I'm going to make out of these, I'm going to put them up a little bit, so now we can see them, and I'm going to modify it so that we get a lozenge out of this. All right, so I'm going to make the bars longer. So I'm going to select the four bars and change the size of it. How do I change the size? Well, I can go here in the scale and put a scale instead of 1. I can put a scale of 2 here. Okay, or let's go with actually 3 so that it's even bigger. Good. Okay, and now I can modify their position. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to take the red rectangle first, move it and rotate. I'm going to rotate it around the, that would be the x-axis, I believe. Let's see. No, actually, the z-axis then, yes. The z-axis, that's right. And I'm going to rotate it by negative 45. Okay, negative 45 degrees. Then take the yellow and rotate it by 45 degrees. And then I'm going to move it up. And I'm going to make sure that it's close to the red one. And I'm going to do the same with the green and the blue. So the green would be negative 45. And the blue one would be 45 on the z-axis. All right, so let me move them now. Okay, now it's not going to be perfect because I can see right away that the angles are not exactly how they're supposed to be, but the idea is what it is here. Okay, and I'm going to take the blue and move it. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. There are other ways as well. I could have just done a bit different by not having the same angle. I could have changed the angles, but this will do for now. So I can zoom in and I can see that it's not perfectly spread, but I can do it a little bit better. Okay, so this will do for now. Now my next step is to actually rotate this. So I will need to add a script to be able to rotate this around. And first of all, before rotating them, I need to add this to what we call a, I need to add this inside of an object. So I'm going to right click and create empty. And I'm going to call this, oh, that's supposed to be outside the game object. I'm going to call this one rectangle object. Or just rectangle, that's fine. And inside of this, I'm going to take the 4 bars and move them in the rectangle. Okay, and I could rename them inside, by the way, just by having red or red bar, yellow bar, and green bar, and blue bar. All right, and now that I have the rectangle, I need to create a script to rotate that. And something interesting is that if you take a look here, if we rotate right now, it's not going to be perfect because the object needs to be at the center of the rectangle. And the best way to do this is to add a temporary object at the center of it. So I'm going to create, let's say, a cube or a sphere at the center of it, and make sure the sphere is at 0, 0, 0. And what I want to do is take these 4 objects and move it where the sphere is. Now, obviously, the sphere has no color, so I want to make sure that I can see the sphere. So I'm not even going to add the sphere. I'm going to remove it and just take the sphere here and duplicate it. So Command D to duplicate and put it inside of the rectangle, just temporarily, and put it at 0, 0, 0. Okay, so now I see where it is. It's right there. And I'm going to take the 4 bars and move them so that it's at the center. Okay, here we go. That's about right. It's not perfect, but this will do. Okay, so now the rectangle here is at the center of this.